Hello, hello.
Good morning. Wow, it was 36 degrees in Napa today. Like that's what the temperature is in Minnesota. I thought I left Minnesota for that reason. Oh my goodness, this week's been just such a crazy week we've had. We're up in the mountains, so probably in the valley it's probably 10 degrees warmer, but we've had snow this week. We've had like days of rain. We And then we woke up this morning and I had, while Rob was gone, I managed to use up two 30-pound canisters of propane. So we woke up to no heat this morning. So I got my hand slapped a little bit. So anyways, but we're leaving today. We've had a wonderful, wonderful stay with Linda. She was so, one of our members, she was so gracious, her and her husband, to let us stay in there in the driveway while Rob was gone. So anyway.
Yeah. Did you hear that there's other masters, other students, or one in particular that's heading to Napa tomorrow, I think she said.
I know. Well, she's going to be, they're going to be there this weekend. We're going to just miss each other. So I feel bad, but we've already got reservations at another place. So we're heading south. I'm ready for a little bit more warmth.
Yeah. We'll continue to live vicariously through you. I always expect to see palm trees in the background. So it's hilarious when you're like, and it snowed.
Yeah. And then I sent pictures of the snow. Can you believe it?
Crazy.
We had such great calls this morning. We're definitely getting prepared. We're kind of assessing what our members have been going through for 2022. And then we're also kind of setting them up for the expectations and what our program is going to be like in 2023. And it's so exciting to be able to kick that out. But it was really great today because we got back to the very basics of the importance of what self-made mind and body, or self-made you, is all about. So I got to put my glasses on so I can tell you my notes, because we had some really good ones today. The biggest thing that came from the thought, or from our calls, was that our primitive brain is always going to lead right away whether we wake up, whether we're in the moment of something. And, the majority of the time that primitive brain thought is a lie. And how we believe that because it's that narrow pathway is so ingrained and we're so used to always thinking that way. And a lot of times it's because we're just the worst judge of ourselves. And so we go down that path. And you really worked with them on how to come with a better thought, baseline thought that is like the crux of what we do at Self-Made You. And it was pretty mind-blowing for everybody. Like, wow, it was awesome.
Yeah. I mean, I gave an example of how, somebody who is unfamiliar with what it is that we do recently asked me, do you really believe that, somebody who's 100 pounds overweight can lose weight, or somebody who loves to drink wine could stop over drinking, or somebody who's trying to build a business could have a 6-figure business? Do you really believe that? And I felt like they were kind of insinuating that I was offering false hope. And I'm like, with every bit of my being, why do I believe that? Because I understand that it's not just, this airy fairy positive thinking that you have to do, that it's actually an operating system. It's a tool that you have to learn. And the only reason why you aren't getting those kind of results right now is because nobody has taught you how to use that operating system. That operating system is inherent. It's already within you. You've got a primitive and a prodigy part of your brain. It's just which side are you operating from? And you have to heighten the awareness around all of that so that you can decide what it is that you want to create for yourself, decide to actually take the steps necessary to move forward. And taking the steps necessary, do not be confused that looks like a whole lot of rules. That actually looks like believing that you can change your thinking. And I get it. I get that people are like, that's just a bunch of fluff. Fine, you can believe that that's a bunch of fluff. And guess what? You can also continue to create the same results that you've created for yourself. Knock yourself out. Or you can operate from the system that we teach, which allows you to put anything you want in the equals line of our mind math formula.
Well, and doesn't it seem like we're all so used to white knuckling? Like, you know me, I'm always like the box with the, got to check off all that to-do list. And that's the only way I feel accomplished. And until I realized that, oh, I just had to take a step back and really think about, okay, why do I think that way? What is it about that makes me feel like I need to do that? And how can I make it so it's not so hard? And it was just really making a shift in my thinking, which created a completely different result, an enjoyable result. I might still be a box checker, but I am enjoying the journey, and I don't feel like I didn't accomplish anything if I didn't check every single box because I'm thinking about it differently.
Yeah. The most transformative thought that you can shift to is, my thoughts are optional. There you go. Like, mic drop right there. That can change your life if you choose, if you decide that you want to try something different.
Yeah. 100%. It was awesome. It was a great morning. I loved it.
So too. And we are sitting here in a bunch of snow. I'll just turn my camera around really quick so you can see what you're missing out on. That's what we were delivered overnight. So it's beautiful. Thankfully, I have.
Well, my thought is that I don't feel like I'm missing out on that.
Awesome. Well, we will see you next week, Rhonda, and it'll be fun to hear where you're at next week.
All right. Sounds good. Bye, everybody. See you next week.